Okay, so this is New York Times Sudoku Hard for September 27th, 2024. This is my walkthrough, and you can try this Sudoku from the link in the description. Okay, let's get it going. First thing first, I suppose I want to start from looking at row 3, and well, because there's only one cell where I can place 4, because this 4 blocks this cell, this 4 and this 4 blocks these two cells. So 4 can be placed only here. And now this 4 blocks here, this 4 blocks here. That gives me 4 here. And now 9 here blocks these 3. And so 9 has to be here. And that makes these 3 3, 6, 8 triple. Yeah, why not? And that tells me that 6 will be in one of these 3 cells. Oh, this cannot be 3. 6 will be in one of these 3 cells. So this can be, these 2 cells cannot be 6. This 6 blocks these 3. Here's 6 blocks this cell. So that gives me 6 here. These are 2, 3, 8. And these are 1, 2, 5, 7. And 1 blocks here. This one blocks here. This one blocks here. That gives me 1 here. 2, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't think I can figure that one out yet. So let's just leave it like that for now. Right. 3, 5, 7. Yeah. Now, looking at box 8 and sideways, box 8 has only 3 and 5, and I see 1 and 7 here and 1 and 7 here. That means I cannot use 1 and 7 on the top row of box 8, and I cannot use 1 or 7 for these 3 cells because they are here. That leaves only 2 cells available for 1 and 7 in box 8. So these 2 cells have to be filled with 1 and 7. And that means, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Why would I want to do that? So these 1 and 7 double means these other cells in the same box cannot use 1 or 7. So let me look at this cell. It's a part of column 5, which has 2, 3, 4, 9. So these other cells are looking for 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to put them all down here because that's what I'm going to use. So here's 5, so this cannot be 5. And here's 1, 7 double in the same box. That means I cannot put 1 or 7 in here. So this becomes 6 or 8. And now I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Because 2, 5, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's look at row 6. Because there's only one cell available for 5 on row 6. These 2 cannot be 5 because of this 5. This cell cannot be 5 because of this 5. That leaves only this cell for 5. And now these 3 cells are left with 357 because that's what's missing from row 3. Just gonna, yeah, why not? 357 triple. Here's 5 and 7 that blocks this cell, which, so this cell is left with 3. And now I put this 3 and what did I put? 7, I think. 4. Now I'm looking at column 8, which is this column. It has 3, 4, 5, 7. And looking at box 6, 4 has been placed on column 8, but 1, 6, 8 have not been placed in there, and they cannot use these two cells. That means I have to fit 1, 6, and 8 in these 3 cells. So these are 1, 6, 8 triple. And that makes these two 2, 9 double. 9 is here, so that makes this cell 2, and this is 9. But more importantly, these are 1, 6, 8 triple. And because of 1 here, this cell can only be 6 or 8. Now here's 6 and 8 also. That forms a double. So I cannot put 6 or 8 in other cells on the same row, which are these 4 cells. So this cell in particular cannot use 6 or 8. Leave it with 3. And now these 3 cells are left with 2, 4, 9, because 6 and 8 will be used here. And this cell is blocked by 4 and 9. So that gives me 2 here. Okay, and what does it do? Yeah, and now I'm left with 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think I can figure that one out yet. So I have to find something else. And in box 5, I can locate a double, because here's 5 and 8. So I cannot use 5 or 8 in these 3 cells. And here's 5 and 8 also. So I cannot use 5 or 8 in these 2. That leaves only 2 cells available for 5 and 8. So it's a double here, because there are only 2 cells for 2 numbers. If I place any other number here, there won't be enough cells for 5 and 8. So that means 2 here blocks these 3 cells, forcing 2 to come here or here. That means 2 cannot be placed here. 2 and 2 blocks these cells. That leaves only this cell for 2. And now I see 5, 1, 7, 1, 7, 4, 9, 4, 9. So that means this will be 6 or 8. Yeah, I hope it is clear. 1, 7 will fill these 2 cells. 4 and 9 will fill these 2 cells. There are only two other numbers left, which are 6 and 8. So they will fill these 2 cells. And 8 is here. So this becomes 6. That gives me 8, 8, 6, and 6. And that means these 2 are 5 and 9. 9 is here, so this one becomes 5, and that gives me 9 here. And this 8 has given me 5 here and 8 here. And these two are left with 3 and 8. 8 has made this cell 3, and this is 8. And these two are left with 3 and 7. And 3 here makes this cell 7, and this is 3. And this 7 has made this cell 5, and this gives me 7. And this 7 gives me 1 here, 7 here. These are 1 and 6 and 2, 7, 8, 2, 3, 8. Wait, this box doesn't have 4 yet, so yeah, these two are 4 and 7. Here's 4, so that makes this cell 7, and this is 4. That these two are 1 and 6. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. 6. These 3 cells are left with 2, 5, 7. Yeah. And this cell is blocked by 5 and 7. Makes it 2. And this 7 blocks here. Makes it 5. And gives me 7. And now this 5 blocks these 2. Here's 5. Here's 5. They block here. Gives me 5 here. 2, 7, 8. Yeah, still doesn't have that. That 3 blocks here. This 3 blocks these 2. Gives me 3 here. These are 4, 7, 8. 4 blocks these 2 cells. Gives me 4 here. And the 7 is here blocking this cell. Gives me 8. And this is 7. The last number here is 2. The last number here is 4. And now this 4 gives me 9 and 4. 9 here blocks these 2. 9 here blocks this cell. Gives me 9 here. And these 2 cells are left with 8 and 9. So 9 blocking here makes this cell 8. And this is 9. This 8 has made this cell 1. Gives me 8. And the last number of this column is 6. These two are 1 and 7. 7 is here, so this is 1. This is 7. The last number here is 6, which gives me 6 here, 2 here, 2 here, 3, 3, and 1. Okay, here it is. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I really hope it was helpful. Okay, have a good one.